everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing with you my favourite things from the month of November. There's a bit of everything. I have a couple of beauty bits, a fashion item that I absolutely adore, a foodie thing, oh, and a couple of bits for Marnie. So I'll start off with the beauty bits and pieces. Back at the beginning of November, I placed an order with Glossier. As soon as they announced they were going to ship to the UK, I couldn't wait to get involved because I've been watching beauty bloggers talk about this brand for a long time and I couldn't wait to try it. I ordered quite a few things from the makeup and the skincare ranges. I'm really impressed with all of it, to be honest. But for the purposes of this video, I thought I would just talk about the skincare products. I can always tell you about the makeup in another video if you'd be interested in hearing my thoughts on it. But the skincare is probably top of my list in terms of what has impressed me the most. And the first is the Milky Jelly Cleanser. I am a long time fan of the Oskia Renaissance Cleansing Gel. I've used that back to back, bottle after bottle for years now. So to try a different cleanser was actually quite a big deal because my skin is quite sensitive. It doesn't always react well to new products, but I'd heard that this one was very gentle and good for sensitive skin, so I thought I'd give it a go. To be 100% honest, I was completely sucked in by the name. Just the name Milky Jelly Cleanser just really appealed to me. I thought it sounded, I don't know, I just like the sound of it. So I gave it a go and I absolutely love it. The reason I like it so much is it really does take off everything. The consistency is exactly what you would expect it to be. It is a milky jelly. It smells really lightly of rose. It's quite a delicate scent, which I like, but it takes off my eye makeup, whereas the Oskia one doesn't. The Oskia one kind of smudges it around my eyes and then I need to remove it separately, which isn't a big deal, but this just saves me that extra step. It just takes everything off. It leaves my skin feeling clean, but not stripped and not dry. And it doesn't foam, it just kind of, I put it on my skin dry and then use a splash of water to kind of move it around, remove everything. And then my skin feels really, really clean after using it. The next thing is the priming moisturizer. I've been after a new moisturizer for a while. I tend to use oils and serums more often than not, especially in the winter, but I felt like the oils I was using weren't sitting really well under makeup in the morning, so I wanted to try something that was a bit more, or just a better base for makeup. This one actually is a priming moisturizer. It says, apply where needed to prime skin for makeup and life. That reminds me of Chandler Bing from Friends. Leave me a message in the comments below if you know why. That's what I've found with this brand. It just does what it says on the tin. It does prime your skin beautifully. Makeup sits really well on top of it. It's just moisturizing enough to make my skin feel hydrated, but it's not greasy, and yeah, it's just really, really good. The one thing I would say is it says somewhere, oh, not on here, but it did say on the website that it evens out redness, and I haven't noticed that it does anything like that, to be honest, but in terms of a priming moisturizer, I would highly recommend. And the last bit from Glossier is their lip balm. It's the balm.com, and I got the birthday cake one just because I couldn't resist the name. I knew I would love it. It smells like vanilla frosting. It's an amazing balm. I'm fussy with lip balms. I hate ones that just sit on your lips and don't do anything. You can apply lipstick well on top of it. I use the NYX matte lip creams 99% of the time, and they go really well on top of it. And did I mention it smells like birthday cake? Oh, and also this one has got a slight shimmer to it. It's not so much that you would notice. It doesn't look like you've got glitter on your lips, but it does kind of catch the light. It's quite subtle, and actually for someone that doesn't particularly like shimmery things, I quite like the effect that it gives, so that is really lovely. The last beauty bit for me is this dry shampoo by Collab. I'm a mum, dry shampoo is my life. I go through a bottle of it every couple of weeks. I don't just use it to keep my hair looking clean. I tend to use it for texture and volume. My hair's quite flat. I hate it when it just hangs there. So I put dry shampoo in so that when I do this, it can kind of, I don't know, there's just a bit more grit to it. The reason I really like this one, apart from the fact it has unicorns on the packaging, is that it doesn't leave a white residue. And I don't really mind the white residue because sometimes it kind of helps to take the edge off my roots a little bit. But if I overdo it, then I don't know, it just leaves that really white, powdery look in my hair, which isn't always the best. So this one doesn't do that. And the scent of this is amazing. It reminds me a little bit of baby powder or that Philosophy range. I don't know if you know it. I think it was Pure Grace or Amazing Grace or something like that. It reminds me of that, which just appealed to me. The next item is possibly my favourite thing I've ever bought in my life. I've had it for a little while now. I got it in the sale in my defence. It is an All Saints leather jacket. I have wanted this leather jacket. I can't even tell you how long I've wanted it for. Years and years and years. This specific one, I've tried it on so many times and never quite taken the plunge. I got it with 30% off and I can't say I would have bought it had it not been for that, because that was a significant saving. I was going to ask Dan if he would get it for me for Christmas, to be honest, but I knew he wouldn't order it in time to make the most of the discount. He would leave it till the last minute, and I just thought, do you know what? Maybe I'll tell him not to buy me a present this year, and that is my Christmas present to myself. In case you're interested, I went for the cargo leather jacket. It has quilted shoulders. It's in this black distressed leather, which I like a bit more. I like something that looks a bit lived in and a bit worn rather than a shiny brand new sort of stiff leather jacket. I wanted it to feel really comfortable and soft and squashy, and it really does. It's so comfortable to wear, actually really warm, and I'm completely in love with it. A couple of baby bits that I wanted to share with you because they've made a real difference to life at the moment, and the first one is this sleeping bag from Snooze. Baby sleeping bags are an essential for me. I've always used them with all 4 of my babies, and this one, not only do I love the design, I just think it's quite cool, but it has a zip opening section at the front, which makes it easier to change nappies. It zips around like this, around the front section, so you don't have to undo it all along the bottom. It's like a sort of secret door to the nappy. I've loved using this month. She needs that extra layer now because it's getting colder and we like to sleep with our window slightly open in our bedrooms, so it's just nice to know that she's all snuggly and warm in this. Marnie is 5 months old now and the teething struggle is real. Bless her heart, her cheeks are bright red, she's biting down on everything. She's not too upset with it yet, she's still quite happy and smiley, but the teeth are definitely on the way. So I've cracked out Aiden's old amber necklace, which he used to wear and seemed to really help with him. I've invested in some Ashton and Parsons teething powders, which I've used with all my babies, but she needed a teething toy to nibble on as well. Instagram came to the rescue and I found this amazing teether from a company called Blossom and Bear. Look how pretty this is. It's a little ring of silicone beads in the most lovely pastel colours. It's the perfect size for her to hold. She can grasp onto it really easily and gum down on the beads, and she particularly likes this geometric shaped one because of the edges on it. I guess it just feels really nice on her gums. I'm so thrilled with this. It was really reasonably priced. I think it was £6, and I'm tempted to buy another couple because I'll be devastated if this one goes missing. They do other designs. I think they do a milk bottle shaped one, which I'd love to get as well. And it came beautifully packaged with a lovely note. I'll link to them below because if you have a baby that's teething or you're looking for a gift for a baby, I think these are really beautiful and really well made. And the very last thing to show you is a more festive one, and I have a confession. I tried to rearrange these to make it look like it was an unopened box, but actually this row is completely empty. I was feeling the guilt that I'd actually half munched this box already, but I'm sure you won't judge me. I spotted these on Jess's Instagram, Jess Ash. I'll link her below, either on her Instagram or one of her YouTube videos. She mentioned them and my mum happened to be going to Aldi that day and I asked her if she could pick some up for me if she spotted them. She did, and I'm so glad because they are so nice. As I said, they're from Aldi and they are chocolate orange mince pies. I kid you not, life doesn't get any better than that. It's basically your standard mince pie, but it has a layer of chocolate stuff inside the pastry. It's a taste sensation. I'm a huge mince pie fan and I'm normally very loyal to the Iceland mince pies, which are by far and away the most superior mince pies of them all. But Aldi introducing chocolate orange into the equation has excited me greatly. I'm also told by a reliable source, Jess, that they do a salted caramel version, which I've yet to spot in stores, so I can't tell you whether they are as good as they sound. But if they're half as good as the chocolate orange version, then I will be a very happy chappy. So that is everything that I've enjoyed using in the month of November. Let me know in the comments below what was your favourite item. Also let me know in the comments below if you have tried the salted caramel mince pies from Aldi, because I need to know if they're any good. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my Vlogmas videos. I'm doing a new video every day in December and really enjoying it, and I've got lots more exciting videos planned. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.